Good morning, guys. Welcome to Operation Crypto. Quick market update today to see what's going on, mainly on Bitcoin price, because that is the one that always leads the market. And some altcoins are actually doing quite well, to be honest. So we'll have a look at some altcoins, and we'll also have a look at the traditional markets to see what's going on there. Bitcoin is currently priced at $21,300, and I'm in a long position on Bitcoin, as said yesterday. In yesterday's video, it was a little bit of an educational video. I was talking about how you could use the crypto fear and greed index to your advantage. So if you're wanting to use that to your advantage, or at least get an idea of how it works, then watch yesterday's video. I do give a good breakdown of that. So the price is looking well at the minute. I'm in a current long position from here, which is the equilibrium of this trading area. So the central trading area, the high range and the lower range. Also on yesterday's video, I do show you how to set that up. So again, check that video out. But yeah, I'm in a long position now, mainly due to trading the range. So I thought it was a good entry around 20,200. But also, take a look at traditional markets. So yesterday, the SPX closed 3% up. It had a really strong rally a few hours before closure. That in tandem with the Nasdaq was pushing up as well. And the dollar was just starting to drop a little bit. So usually, with a strong dollar, you get a weak Bitcoin, vice versa. And then whenever stocks are doing well, Bitcoin does generally tend to follow it up over the last few years. So just something to keep your eye on if you're wanting to follow things that happen in that way. Keep your eyes on it. Bitcoin though did not follow it up yesterday, which is strange. But I think that pump is coming now. I mean, it's starting to rise, it's starting to look good. And I'm looking to potentially take some profit up at this level here at around 22,600. Beyond that, if we start getting any daily or maybe even 4-hour closures above this level, then we're going to look at another couple of levels to identify. I mean, we've got this major level of resistance, which was a strong level of support back in May. We've also got this wick to test here around 26,600. I'm not saying it's going to get up there, but there's a good chance if we do break out of this range here, then we push up. If we don't, if we reject, then you're going to look for short from 22,700 back down to here at 22,200, maybe take some profit there, and if it did continue to drop down, then you're going to look back down to 17k. I think ultimately we are going to come back down towards these regions to test this wick. I mean, if you look on the daily time frame, we'll have a look at a different chart there actually. We'll just go on this one. I'm expecting something like this, maybe not up to this level or this level which I mentioned, but I'm looking for a nice rise on Bitcoin. Ultimately then to sell off, I'm not sure on timelines, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. We may not even come back down to this level, and if we break above this level at 26k, who knows, if we flip back to support, we may go sideways here. But usually what happens when you get a major wick to the downside here, then I think there's a good chance that you do start to sometimes backfill that wick. So maybe it doesn't matter if we go up here or travel down here. I think there's a good chance that you come back and retest this trading area here, these two wicks, before we then do push on. Time-wise is unknown. It could happen tomorrow, but also it could happen in 4 or 5 months' time. It's just a complete unknown, and that's something that I'm looking for and keeping my eyes on. Bitcoin has done a 75% drop since the all-time highs, and the major bears and major cycle followers are going to say, look, previous cycles from all-time highs, all-time lows, it's done an 85% drop. That takes us down to 9-10k. I just feel like that would be a little bit of a too bearish target currently. I know the state of the traditional markets and the global macro outlook, the economic outlook is horrific. But crypto is, for me, that hedge against that. I know we've pulled down significantly, but we've got a lot of adoption that has happened over the course of the last 2 to 3 years. Some major companies have started investing. Some major companies are starting to harness that leverage of Bitcoin. So I think that is a little bit of a bullish case, and institutional investors are buying it, whether you like to think that or not. So price action on Bitcoin has dropped 75%, most expecting 10k, and even lower I've seen some targets of 3 and 4k, which for me I think it's unattainable. And the same works on the crypto fear and greed index. You will get people getting greedy down here. Even if you see Bitcoin down here, these are some major support levels. If you see Bitcoin down here, people will still call for lower. That's because people get greedy. And I think personally now is a good time to buy. Whether we go lower or not, it doesn't matter. You just You don't put all your money in at one stage, ladder down methodically, and then at some stage you'll get an average price down here. I think now, personally, I think it's a great time to buy. Long term, Bitcoin is the future in my opinion, and I think it's a good time to start laddering in and start putting some orders in there. So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin currently. I mean, I am in a current trade which is looking very well at a minute. We are starting to push up. I mean, we're 21,451. I've not got my trade up at a minute, which I'll show you on the next video, but this is an area's breakthrough. If you break through 21,500, I think 22,600 is going to be in his sights, and it's looking good. We are trending up now. If you look at that, you can see it's a clear trend. Not exactly, but you know what I mean. You can see that is a trend. We are bouncing up, and hopefully we do start to push on. But just remember, we have got these downside targets here of 20,200 and 17,700. Remember, if you're going to trade it, have some tight stop losses and reduce that leverage. No need to be going 50, 70, 100x like I see some traders doing. It is pure emotional carnage. It will rip your eyeballs out staring at the screen, and emotions will be absolutely savagely high. But yeah, that's thoughts on Bitcoin and levels I'm looking to target. Let's have a look at some other things. So like I mentioned, Nasdaq up, SPX up on Friday. So that's a good sign. The dollar is slightly down, not too much, but that is kind of trending down as well. You can see there we've got a bit of a clear trend forming, but the price is starting to drop there. I don't think it's going to drop forever, and I don't think this is going to be a sustained drop. I think it's going to potentially drop down to 101, around that region there, 102, 101. Going to be a short respite for Bitcoin, and I think we will start to push up. But I think this weekend is going to be potentially bullish, hopefully. But having a quick look at a couple of altcoins. So I'll tell you what, I'll have a look at some altcoins that I am currently holding and investing in. So Polkadot is starting to follow the rest of the market. As Bitcoin performs well, the rest of the market does pull up. This is a nice little bounce on the bottom. I said in previous price analysis videos, this is my buy box here. We drop below it. We actually come down to test these wicks here at $6, which is crazy, but we bounce up so far. I think if you're looking to take some profit, you've got this major region here around that area. I think it's a major level of support there, major level of resistance. So if you're looking to take some profit, a nice psychological number at around $10, I think that should be a decent level to take profit, because I mean currently that's still a 30% move. It may not get there before this cycle turns back round to the downside, but I think pushing up towards $10 is going to be that decent region for you to take profit. A low cap I'm currently buying and stacking up as much as I can is caps. That's on a nice move. It's majorly sold off, but it's around $12 million market cap. We've recently got into a massive partnership with Cross the Ages. Cross the Ages will be using Turnover blockchain for all their NFTs, so that's again massive. Looking at price here, a couple of targets I've got here at 1.9 cent and then 3.8 cent. Those are two levels I will be personally accumulating turnover, so I'll be selling at those levels in order to buy back. 90% of my stack though, I'm staking on the Caps native chain, and which is part of that Polkadot parachain system, so definitely one to check out. And then RSR, another one I'm buying. These are sell levels I've got. I'm actually selling, I've got a major sell levels here at 1.6 cent. I think that's a major accumulation point where I will be offloading all of my RSR in order to buy back hopefully around 1.1 cent. So some big accumulations there for the future. But that's it. That's my quick thoughts on the market today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you later.